Hello, thanks for stopping by. I'd like to ask you something. If I invite you to come help me set up for a live concert or a worship gathering like this one, would you know where to start? Would you know what cables to use or where to use them? Could you help troubleshoot problems like why isn't this mic working, or where is that buzz coming from, or which channel is my guitar on, or what's the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? I'm going to describe from the stage to the sound booth and back to the stage again in the house the basic details on how you might set something like this up. On stage, microphones pick up sounds from vocalists and guitars and bass amps and people singing in the audience, various drums, percussions, and acoustic instruments, your guest speakers, your announcers, or even sounds in the backstage. Mics send sound over cables or transmit them wirelessly. For pro applications like these, mic cables are called XLR cables, XLR. The 3-hole female connector plugs into the back of the mic and locks into place, and the male connector plugs into anything that needs the mic sound. And its 3 pins provide what's called balance. I'll give you more on that later. Guitars have small mics called pickups, and they deliver sound signal over an unbalanced cable. To understand balance, you have to understand how electric signals travel. It requires at least 2 wires in a cable for electric sound to travel. That's why this cable connector has 2 parts, called the tip and sleeve. Analog cables like this have a single signal per cable called mono. Stereo keyboards need 2 cables, one for left ear sounds and one for right ear sounds, while guitars usually output a mono signal through one unbalanced cable to a series of effects boxes that sometimes output stereo. In this case, let's just stick with mono, or one signal on an unbalanced cable that's 20 feet or less. Because the signal gets weak and noisy on longer cables, we plug the unbalanced mono cable into a direct injection box, or a DI box for short. Its job is to take unbalanced signals, which can become very noisy, and convert them to balanced signals, which tend to be stable over great distances. This one can be used with a stereo instrument like a keyboard or 2 mono instruments. The unbalanced input is sometimes called high Z, while the balanced output is sometimes called low Z. Notice the mic cables, again called XLR cables, are connected to balanced outputs. The ground lift switch can remove hum caused by powered equipment like keyboards, but may present a shock hazard in some DIs, so be careful with that. I'll talk more about that when I do a video on signal path. This is the DI for what we call the snake. The snake is a bundle of cables that carry a bunch of balanced signals from the stage to the mixing console over a long distance without adding noise. These connectors are all balanced, low Z connectors. These XLR inputs are all balanced, as are these 1/4 inch inputs. Take a look at a balanced 1/4 inch. Like the XLR mic cable, it has 3 segments, or a tip, ring, and sleeve. It has 3 wires. Like a cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. A cable with 3 wires resists noise. That 3rd wire provides stability. The numbers here are called channels. The cables on the other end of the snake are marked with those same numbers to help you know what signals you are plugging into the mixer. Now the snake connects here to the mixing console with XLR cables. The L in XLR actually stands for locking. You need to push the latch to be able to unplug these XLR cables. Now the mixer sends signals to effects units like the compressors through XLRs or TRS balanced cables, tip ring sleeves. Be sure your effects units and mixers have balanced inputs and outputs, otherwise the balanced cables don't really add any value. This is a digital mixer, which means it slices signals into chunks. If it does not slice those chunks with perfect timing, noise happens. This audio clock connects to the mixer, and it forces the digital mixer to slice signals exactly 48,000 times each second, keeping the sound quality from degrading within the mixer. The mixer sends signals out through numbered channels, just like the snake, and it sends it out to many places. This small amplified mixer sends sound directly from the main mixer to the lobby. XLR and data cables send sound back towards the stage and house speaker amplifiers. Be careful not to mix lighting cables with audio cables. Read the markings. Many can be used for lighting in digital and analog audio. These Cat5 cables can be used for digital data and digital and analog audio. It's your basic computer network cable. Here we use them to send sound to the musicians' personal on-stage mixers. They each have their own in-ear mix. This reduces sound on stage, which might otherwise feed back into their mics and create ear-piercing noises. So instead of forcing them to be tethered to an Avion mixer by earphone wires, we connect the mixer's output to a wireless transmitter. And this wireless transmitter basically sends radio signals to a wireless receiver that is located on the musician's belt. This receiver is called a belt pack, and the musicians plug their earphones into this belt pack. And they can hear themselves as long as their batteries last. So don't forget to fill their batteries. Now it takes a lot of power to pull this off, so be sure you're using 3-pin grounded plugs and power conditioners to reduce noise and voltage spikes and electric shock. Power amplifiers boost the signal coming from the mixer enough so that you can hear it from the speaker. In this case, we've got 3 LA4s and 1 LA8, which delivers 4,800 watts of electric bill. This powers the subs and front fill speakers, as well as the main clusters. Put it all together with some lighting and stagecraft and you get this. I appreciate your time. I hope this was useful. My name is Kenneth. I'm signing out. Peace.